Hey there, FPV fans. Thanks for tuning in for this episode of Proximity FPV. I'm pretty excited to get into this episode today because today is the day that I get to unbox all of my FPV gear. You've been following along with me in some of these videos, and you'll know that in the very beginning I had my SEMA X5C on its very first flight, went up too high, drifted, and landed in a tree. So it made me kind of reconsider this whole FPV thing, if I really wanted to get into low-level gear and all these different questions. So while I was contemplating all of that stuff, I ended up buying a starter kit, a ready-to-fly kit. All I needed to do is add gear to it and a radio transmitter, and the whole kit would be together. So I'm going to go through all of that with you today because I wasn't really expecting this so soon, but I lucked out, and here we are. So I'm going to go through all the bits and pieces of it and have a bit of an unboxing for you. So let's get into it. All right, first up in the unboxing is my FreeSky D8R2 Plus. I ordered this from Aloft Hobbies. Did some reading, and I had a lot of people telling me that the D8R Plus is just about as good as the X8R, which seems to be the go-to receiver in the FreeSky line. So I'm not really clear on the D8R benefits over the X8R. I am using a Taranis transmitter, so hopefully they're compatible. And later on I'll have a couple more videos of pairing the two of those up and configuring the Taranis to fly with my quad. But for now, the D8R receiver is what I'll be building with. Alright, this here is the Hobby King 250 Ghost frame. Hobby King has a 250mm Spec racer kit, which is what I purchased. The kit comes with a black frame, and I do a lot of night flying, so what I did is I picked up the Ghost kit along with it, which is a clear frame, same style, but it's a clear frame with some LED components in it as well, so that we can do some night flying with it. I'm really excited about that. Next up is my IMAX battery charger. I ordered a bunch of batteries. Batteries are pretty cheap, so I'm pretty excited to be able to actually charge them up. Now, one of the things that I didn't order that I'm kind of kicking myself now for is a distribution block for when I'm charging. If I understand it right, as it is now, I'll only be able to charge one battery at a time with this, and the distribution block would allow me to hook up multiple battery packs at once, and then the trickle would then be able to work down across all of the battery packs. So play around a little bit more with this in its own video, and we'll follow up with that at that time. Next up out of the box is my Predator V2 kit from Fat Shark, new, sealed in the case. Gonna do a whole demo and unboxing of this on its own as well. Next box coming out of the box is my Taranis from FreeSky. This here is my telemetry radio. Sealed up there pretty good. Oh, there we go. Now, I read a lot of reports recommending the Taranis. A lot of different entry-level models that were less expensive, but ultimately I figured that I'm gonna get pretty deep into the hobby here, so I might as well pick something that's going to last me. And man, just picking this up, it feels really good in my hand, and super smooth joysticks here. These are really nice, really nice. One of the things that surprised me is actually this was advertised to come with a LiPo battery. It didn't come within the box, which is what I was expecting. It actually came as a separate accessory in the shipment. Now, not a bad thing, it's just was kind of unexpected, and I thought they actually shipped me an extra battery until I went through and figured everything out. But yeah, let's get to the batteries now. Alright, so there's my transmitter. Actually, I said we're going to get to the batteries, but might as well go through these. Number one recommendation, everyone says, is going to buy a bunch of props. So I bought a couple of x3s, and because I bought the ghost frame, I also picked up a bunch of clears. So these ones here, they come 2 in a set. So there's 2 there, there's 2 there. Alright, so that's 1, 2. The doubles here, the 2x, they come in packs of 4. So complete sets of rotors, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra sets, plus whatever comes in the Spec Racer kit as well. Alright, another small package here. I've got the CC3D flight controller, along with all of the attachments and cables and everything for it. I have a whole separate video just for the CC3D coming up. And for video signal, everyone says to ditch the stock antennas and pick up your a cloverleaf antenna. So I picked up a set of these. These are the Immersion RC circular polarized antennas, matching pair. Again, these will go for the video transmitter and the video receiver on the Fat Shark goggles. We'll get into that in their own video. Just a few more boxes left. Alright, these next boxes are for our batteries, and you can see there's quite a bit of signage here about danger and packaging and things like that. I didn't have any trouble with customs, but because the lithium batteries were being sent through the mail, apparently there was some sort of special customs form that was also included with the shipment. Again, I didn't have any trouble with it, but if you're going to be ordering overseas, just know that the batteries may delay your shipment as they work through customs. Just to reiterate, it's not something I had trouble with, but as I was reading about different things being shipped internationally, batteries sometimes can cause an issue because of the extra step with customs. But that being said, everything was shipped within a couple of days. I was really impressed with the shipping speed and everything, how it was handled with Hobby King. Opening up the batteries, you can see they come 2 in a box. This threw me off a little bit because I ordered 4 batteries, and there's 3 boxes. So right away I thought something was a little strange. And then when it came down to it, I actually opened up one of the boxes and it only had 1 battery in it. So not only were the counts wrong, but the battery inside the box just didn't make sense with 2 in one of them. And later on I realized that this here was the battery, let's see, what is this? Yeah, this one here is a 2000 milliamp battery for the Tyrannus. And then, like I said, I ordered 4 batteries, and these are the 2. They come in 2 packs like that. So a little unsure about my battery selection. They're cheap enough to where I don't mind having spares, but I ordered 1000 milliamps. I'm thinking I should have ordered a little bit more, but I'll get some flights in and kind of base my decision on the next batteries on flight times and things like that I get back from being in the field. So right now 1000 milliamps are going to do it for me. Alright, and last but not least, we've got my Spec Racer kit. Really like the way this was packaged. You can see here kind of assembly instructions, so to speak, and what you can expect in the box. Opening it up, we've got all of our cables. These here are the Afro ESCs, 12 amps. Obviously it comes with 4 of them to go with the 4 motors that we get. You can see the 4 motors are here. Frame, props, battery. Looks like we got some extra connectors and straps for the battery, Inside here are some of there's a protector cage here that sits on top of the frame to protect your flight controller. Also, there's some mounts for the props, or excuse me, for the motors. We've got some rivets. Also, too, in here are our landing gear and a gimbal assembly. At least it should be. There should be a gimbal assembly in here for the FPV camera up front. So that rounds out the pack. And just to compare, that's in there real snug too. It's good. It's really good packaging from these guys. And just so you know, they do include a 1,000 milliwatt battery pack along with the racer kit as well. So I have a total of 5 1,000 milliwatt batteries for the racer here. Now what I wanted to do is compare and show you that these frames are almost identical, just save for the actual color themselves. And there you can see. Same material, same rigidness, everything is the same. It's just the clear color here versus the black ABS plastic here. And that just about does it. So you can get an idea that you know what I'll be flying with. I'm really excited to put this kit together and you know, make videos on everything else coming up. So I'm really glad to have you along with me on this journey into FPV racing. And if there's any questions, feel free to comment on this video or this post on the blog. And you know, I'd be really happy to answer any questions that you have to the best of my ability. And yeah, keep it flying, guys. Take care.